I love Horus Heresy, and I've been wanting to paint my Sons of Horus for a while now. I don't have the new Saturnine box yet, but I have this one to start my army. Here are the rules for this painting project. Number 1. I have to find a cool green for my Sons of Horus. It's the main reason why I want to paint them. I love this green, but I don't have a clear color scheme in mind yet. It's the only legend no one has the same green for. Second, I have to finish this army before the new Saturnine box comes in the mail. 3. I have to be proud of what I do. I love painting armies fast, as you know, but I want to play with them after the video, so I have to like the paint job. And for bonus, if I have the time, I want to paint this Kratos. So it's time to find which green is the best for the Sons of Horus. I have these options. 3 raw paints from the Decals Exide, 3 paints from Chimera, and finally 3 paints from 2 thin coats. I know there is an official Sons of Horus green in the Citadel range, but I don't have it, so I paint with what I have. Bring the test marines! Oh no, the dirty desk strikes again. Let's clean everything first. My favorite part. Obviously. Just like you, I'm sure. I finished the test. The Chimera one is not good. I don't like this green. I like the high value of the Warpaint Fanatic, but I don't like the base green, the dark green too. They are both too grass green, as the Sons of Horus are more bottle green. It's hard to define, that's why everyone has a different green. I really do like the triad of the 2 thin coats, but, as you can see on this image, the last highlight is not bright enough for me. So after one more test, I got this, which is a base of War Master Green, then a highlight of Legend Green, and then a final highlight of Aqua Alchemy. That's why it's good to test before painting. I would never have mixed these paints together. So now that I have a color scheme, it's time for the painting plan. First, I'm going to build the entire box. Second, prime. I'm gonna do it with the airbrush, it's easier and cheaper. Third, big airbrush session for the entire project. It will be long, really long. Fourth, finishing every miniatures with the brush. Fifth, enjoy. Let's go. Wingardium Bulldozer. It was quick. The undercoat is done! It's now time to start the big airbrush session. Let's go! But before, coffee. The green part with the airbrush is done, but the airbrush is not over yet. I still need to airbrush all the tracks and paint some black on the tanks to break the monotony of the green and get a better shape. And then only the bases will remain with the airbrush. But it's for the end of the video. So let's paint some black. At the beginning I was not convinced by this black, I mean with the masking tape extra, but I do think that it's really cool. I like it. The airbrush was really energy consuming, so coffee. The next step is still black, but it's black with brush on every single merit. Let's go just after the coffee. It's already day 3 and I need to hurry up because tomorrow it's the day, Saturnine day. So, I need to make some gold on these bad boys. And I don't know which gold to choose. On the MK3 there is a more bronze gold, and I like it. But my green is higher in terms of intensity. And then when searching on the GW website, I saw some other gold more gold than bronze. And I do prefer it. It's also more like the first ever Sons of Horus color scheme of GW from Forge World. So I chose the 2 Vallejo metallic I used on Full Grim. I really do love these metallics. That's also maybe why I chose them. Let's paint some gold! I'm really late on my schedule. I had other things to do today and didn't paint so much. I just finished the gold and it's 7 p.m. The Saturnine box should be here tomorrow before 1 p.m. so maybe I can finish the army tomorrow morning. So less talking and more painting, I'm gonna do the other metallic parts. Let's go! the next day and I didn't paint yesterday night. My wife was sick. And in life there is some priorities. So I guess I completely failed this challenge because it's 10:30 AM, I still didn't finish the metals and the Saturnine box should be here in 3 hours maximum. But it's not a big deal because I got a super title for this video. I failed my challenge because of my wife. That should be good. I'm gonna try to finish the metals and then paint the Saturnine box, edit the Saturnine box video, and then get back on this project. So see you in a week. Bye! It's 10 days later, with the Saturnine box complete. Almost. Just before filming this clip, I finished all the metal parts. Now I need to glue them on the Land Raider, and then move on to the next color, which is... That's a good question. I guess I'm gonna finish the gold, so this way I can teach you how I did my gold. Because I received a ton of questions on how to make this gold under my Saturnine video. So let's go for a little tutorial. For this gold you need 3 paints. Tiny Tin from Vallejo, Glorious Gold from Vallejo, and, but it's optional, Silver from Vallejo. The first step is to base coat Tiny Tin on every gold part. And the second step has 2 options. First, you can just put Glorious Gold on every highlight of the gold. Second step, you can, if you want to have a brighter gold, mix silver and Glorious Gold, and then apply the mix on the highlighted part of the gold. For an example, this gold is just Glorious Gold, whereas this gold is a mix of silver and Glorious Gold. The mix for my Sons of Horus is 2 drops of silver and 3 drops of Glorious Gold. And that's it. Just 2 steps. Easy. Enjoy! So here we go again, it's Wednesday and the video should be out tomorrow. But remember the third rule of this challenge. I have to be proud of what I did. And I don't want to rush myself a second time. I had and still have personal appointments this week, so I don't want to rush them and ruin them. So this video will be out 1 week later and then I can finish them properly and maybe do some weathering. Most of the time I don't like weathering on Space Marine for 40k because they treat their armor like a temple. But in Horus Heresy they didn't have time for that every time. So I think that some weathering on my Sons of Horus could be cool. But I still need to think about it and figure out what I want to do. Some chip everywhere, just dust, both. So let's highlight every metals and think about weathering. I finished all the metal highlights and did red on the parts that needed. As I already had red on my wet palette, I seized the opportunity to upgrade my marines from the Saturnine box. So now they have red cables on them. So now it's time to highlight the black. And once again, upgrade the Saturnine box, because there are no highlights on every black part here, and it's a shame. So let's do some black. I'm gonna use Death Reaper for the first highlight and then Wolf Grey. I love this paint. Let's go. I finished all the plasma, details and bases. It's now time to move on to the big step of decals. Wish me luck, let's go! It's the next day. Yesterday I spent all my day to put decals on these bad boys. I mostly use the decals from the Age of Darkness box and other boxes like MK6 Assault Squad or everything like that. But I use some decals from the Sons of Horus transfer sheet. And I like them. So now it's time for the weathering. I'm gonna do a little bit of weathering, more dirty than real battle damage. Let's go! Is done here and here, but I'm gonna do one more step on the vehicles. I found my old land speeders painted 10 years ago. I'm old. And on them I did some weathering. Back in the day I was a big fan of big weathering. And I added a little bit of metal paint to make it look like the land speeder is damaged. And I like it for the vehicles. So I'm gonna replicate the effect on the Kratos and on the Land Raider. And on the Arachnae and the Saturnine Dreadnought. let's go. And just like that, the army is done. It's time for the big reveal. And that's it! The army is done! I'm really happy with what I did, and I do think that you should never say a project is done before you feel like it's really done. I mean, no tournament, no game with a friend, or whatever should take you away from your initial goal. For me, it was really worth the extra time spent on it. I love my green, I love my gold, I love my army. And I hope you like it too. Thanks for watching, please subscribe, bye!